My name is Evie de Poortere, or my nickname is Sjokz. I work as a host for League of Legends.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Season 3 World Championship Final!
One of the biggest video games in the world. And I'd like to show you a little bit of where I live, what I do, and that's it. I would describe myself as a very happy yet stressy person. I live for my job. So that means that whenever something isn't going perfectly in my job, that will also be reflected on my personal life.
I'm just in the zone now. I want to go on air.
And it's very hard for me to turn that off. I want to do the best. On a typical show day, I haven't slept that much because I'm always quite nervous. I get into the train, and on the train is where I get on my phone and I read everything. I read all my emails, and then I read everything what's happened in the League of Legends scene. It's very important to me. And then sometimes when I'm on holiday, I just don't want it at all. I just want to... But I usually only can do that for about 2 days, and I'm like, okay, I just gotta get on the internet. Again, I get to work. We go into rehearsals, a couple of hours. We are about 4 hours before the start of the show, so we're gonna rehearse all our segments a couple of times, make sure the camera's okay, everything technically is working out. We read our script for the first time, so that we're ready to go. Thank you very much, Joe. I'm Evie, Sjokz supporter, joined here by Lady Man Smith. Being in the makeup room is very relaxing for me because the lady who does the makeup is a very good friend of mine, one of my best friends here in Cologne, and it's just fun, you know. She's doing my makeup and it's really chill. As a girl, it's one of the coolest things because you just sit down and someone makes you pretty. It's awesome. When I'm on camera, I'm totally made up and I have all those pretty clothes on, but that's not the defining thing about me. I think the defining thing about me for most people who watch the show as well is just, oh, she loves gaming. Great.
Ah, I died. It's over.
Usually when I get really stressed out and I miss things, I try to take a break from the internet for a while because I'm on the internet all the time or online all the time because that's very important for the job. But sometimes I just want to get away and come take a walk by the river and just turn off my phone and not hear anyone for a little bit and just try and clear my head. And then I usually send a text message to my mom and ask her what's up in Bruges, what's happening over there. It keeps me connected, but it's hard to keep that close bond. So I think that's why I've tried to find friends here in Cologne as well. You need friends. You need to have people who are not in that world totally, that you could just talk about random things with.
I'm ready to go on air, so I don't really want anything else happening right now.
I actually originally wanted to be a sports journalist, a sports writer, as I'm totally addicted to watching football and cycling and tennis. But I started playing League of Legends a lot. I've always loved gaming, and then I discovered that there were a lot of people playing the game competitively and that it was a huge scene. And I decided to go and make content, do interviews with the gamers and go to events. And after doing that for a year freelance, luckily I got picked up by ESL and Riot to work for LCS in the League of Legends show, and that was the start of everything big, so to say.
Thank you very much, Joe. I'm Evie, Sjokz supporter, joined here by Trevor, Quickshot, Henry, and we have...
But then when I have maybe opened the show or maybe have said something in the show and then I go sit down, I look at the game and I look at the huge screen, and then I feel this feeling of, this is awesome. We've worked on this for so long, we've done this together, and it's the best feeling in the world.
He has a shockwave.
Does a lot of damage. It won't matter though.
Oh my god.
2.5 minutes. Come back.
One team fight can decide it all in the end of the game. If you play it correctly, if you do something wrong, it's insane.
Gamescom is one of the biggest gaming festivals, I'm going to call it, in the world. It's yearly held in the Köln here in Cologne, and it's just where all the developers of all the games show their games, maybe their new games, and that people can come test them out and get to know the people who made those games. And it also has a very big competitive side, and as League of Legends we have our playoffs there, European playoffs, to decide who goes to the World Championship in a couple of weeks. Hosting at Gamescom is definitely one of the highlights of the year for me. I do still get very nervous. I always get nervous, but especially at Gamescom because we're going to be in front of thousands of people for a live audience, so it definitely gives me the jitters. But there's a certain moment, I think, when they say 2 minutes in front of the show, and I just stop. I just breathe out. I stop going over the things in my head that I need to do. I just stop and I just try and go with the flow and go with the moment, because what else are you gonna do? You gotta go out there, so.
Thank you very much, D-Man. I'm Evie, Sjokz supporter, and I'm joined here by Alliance's Nif and Fanatics Breathless, because we are excited.
Motivation for doing this every day is very easy. I think first off, I'm very lucky to be doing what I do, and that's why I work at it so hard as well, because I just want to keep doing it. And secondly, just making one person's day is the best feeling in the world. Like when we have a show and then the fans are watching and they come and they're like, can we take a picture, or can we talk to you guys for a second? Like, of course, that's the coolest thing about the job, that you just talk to these people who love the exact same thing that you love every single day. There's no better feeling in the world. In 5 years, I would hope that I still get to work with League of Legends. Maybe that's not in front of the camera, maybe that's behind the camera and asking questions to the pro players, but I definitely want to keep working with this game because I don't think I'll get tired of it anytime soon, and I don't think it's going anywhere. No, okay, let's do it again.